Drowning in project documents? Well, today, we're going to unlock a really powerful feature in SAP Ariba that automatically connects the right documents to the right project phase, all by using simple keywords. Let's dive in and see how you can make your projects a whole lot smarter and your life a whole lot easier. You know, this question right here, it gets right to the heart of it. And the short answer is yes, that's exactly right. But the real magic is in the how and the why. So let's use that as our starting point to really unpack this awesome feature. But before we jump into the solution, let's take a second to talk about the problem it's actually solving. I like to call it the document dilemma. Just think about your biggest, most complicated sourcing projects. You've got legal docs, RFPs, compliance forms, tech specs, the list goes on and on. How much time does your team waste just hunting for the correct, most up-to-date version of a file for one specific phase? It's a huge time suck, and honestly, it's a big source of risk. Okay, so this is where SAP Ariba offers a surprisingly simple and, well, elegant solution. The whole system really hinges on one powerful idea: keywords. Just think of them as the smart link that connects your information directly to your process. So, instead of manually attaching files to every single new project, which is a total pain, you use keywords to create this automated bridge. A document just lives in your knowledge library, and a keyword automatically pulls it into the right project phase when it's needed. So, how does this smart link actually work under the hood? Well, the mechanism behind it is a pretty well-known model called subscribe and publish. Think of it like a magazine subscription, but for your documents. Your knowledge docs are the magazines, right? They're full of valuable stuff. They publish themselves by basically announcing their topic, like legal review or supplier onboarding. Then, your project phases subscribe to the topics they actually need. It really breaks down into a simple two-step dance. Documents shout out what they're about, and project phases listen for the topics they care about. When there's a match, boom, the connection is made automatically. Let's make this super clear. On the publish side, you tag your master contract template with the keyword contract. Simple enough? Then, on the subscribe side, you set up your contract negotiation phase to listen for that specific contract keyword. The result? Every single time a project hits that phase, that master contract template just shows up automatically. No more searching, no more guessing. Now, this automation is incredibly powerful, but there is one big rule you absolutely need to know to make it work. And here it is. This whole setup is a strategic decision, not something you do on the fly. You can't just decide to subscribe a phase to a new keyword in the middle of a live project. All of this has to be built into your project templates from the very beginning. And this rule has some really important implications. It means you got to plan ahead. You have to really think through your process and design it into your templates. But here's the thing. The payoff is enormous because it forces consistency. Every single project spun up from that template will follow the exact same rules and get the exact same documents at the exact same time. So, what's the bottom line here? What are the real-world benefits? Why should you invest the time to set all this up in your templates? Let's talk about the impact. Honestly, the benefits are huge. The right documents just appear, which saves your team countless hours of searching. This drives process consistency, a massive win for compliance and quality control. And maybe most important of all, it dramatically cuts down the risk of someone using an outdated policy or an unapproved template, because the system always serves up the correct version, every single time. So I'll leave you with this final thought. Think about your most common, most document-heavy processes. The big ones like full sourcing projects, new supplier onboarding, or contract renewals. Now that you understand how this whole subscribe and publish thing works, which one of your project templates is just crying out to be automated first? Getting that right could unlock a massive amount of efficiency for your entire team.